Part 7 from the Revolutionary Anti-Imperialist Movement. What are some readings, some authors that you would recommend to young revolutionaries today, people interested in black power, black national liberation?
Well, there's a lot of books that came out in the 60s they need to read, because everything that happens today has a historical basis. I would read all of the original texts of authors like Stokely Carmichael, i.e. or aka Kwame Ture, books on black power, books about the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party, books on the loudest county Black Panther Party, books on anything that covers the history of the relationship of black people and the oppressed peoples to fighting for power. I would read a lot about the Civil War and the Reconstruction governments and how those governments were destroyed. I would read a lot about the slave narratives. So you understand how imperialism was, the soil of imperialism is drenched with black blood. And you have to have a historical basis. Then I would definitely read the works of the Black Panther Party, George Jackson, Saw That Brother Blood in My Eye, read the books of the writings of Mao Zedong, the selected readings and selected works of Mao Zedong. I would do a lot of readings of works of Lenin, about the formation of a communist vanguard, the Communist Party, the works of Marx and Engels about the basis of capitalism itself and what is socialism. I would definitely read Marx, Engels, Marx, Engels, Lenin, and Stalin. All of their selected works or collected works. Read them. Take time to read them. I would read the books of the writings of Frantz Fanon, the writings of Che Guevara, the writings of Amilcar Cabral of the Party for the Independence of Cape Verde Islands, the writings of Agostinho Neto out of the Popular Movement for Liberation of Angola, the writings of Samora Michel of the Mozambique Liberation Front. I would read the writings of Steve Biko of the Black Conscious Movement of South Africa, the writings of the Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania. I would read all the writings of the revolutionaries, the writings of Robert Mugabe and progressive out of ZANU. However they may have degenerated or developed as statesmen after they seized power, the writings were very advanced and were anti-imperialist. I would read the writings of Ho Chi Minh, revolutionaries from Grenada, Maurice Bishop, and the New Jewel movement. I would make sure to read the works of Malcolm X, of Fred Hampton, of a group that came in the late 90s called the Maoist Internationalist Movement. A writer named Jay Sakai put a book out called Settlers. On the internet you have an organization called the Revolutionary Anti-Imperialist Movement and a group called Monkey Smashes Heaven. I would read these books, read these online journals, read their magazines, look up old issues of the Black Panther newspaper, of Huey Newton's earlier writings, of the speeches of Eldridge Cleaver, etc. Get the history right. Without the correct history, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. That's what I would suggest that the black youth do, of any youth who wants to take up the banner of revolution. Without the youth, we can't make the revolution. The youth are going to have to focus more on reading this history and taking up the banner of revolution. There's nothing wrong with the music, with the structured hip hop, and the focus on culture and dance and self-expression. But without a movement for revolution, for black revolution, for socialism and communism, in solidarity with the Third World Revolution, for socialism and communism, all the work of those who came before us, of Harry Haywood, even with the CPUSA, of people like that, of just that history, even of the 30s, where even it was led by the Communist Party. It wasn't revolutionary, but it still had a historical basis with the Black Freedom Movement. That history has to be extended, and that is the job of the black youth of today. Without that work, there will be no free there will be no freedom among the black people. And reading these books, hooking up with the content online is essential, because that's what we did in the 60s. We had to read it. We couldn't just listen to it. We had to read it and form study groups and struggle over the meanings. Deconstruct what this theory of Marxism, Leninism, Maoism, third worldism is all about. You have to get down with the theory and develop a strategy to take on and defeat U.S. imperialism and world imperialism. You have to do that. Without that, we simply will not have victory.
It's been very interesting. I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your day to come here and talk to us and to talk to our listeners. Thank you very much.
No problem. No problem.
It's been enlightening.
It's been enjoyable, and I hope we can do more of this in the future.